Hi you guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Patience. To my existing subscribers, welcome back. If you are new here, be sure to click that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can continue to indulge in the Haute experience. So in today's video, I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be showing you guys how I installed this 360 lace front wig. This is a unit from RPGHair.com, and I'm going to be using what's known as the bald cap method, stocking cap method, melting the lace type method. So there's different names for it, but basically I'm using the Ghost Bond adhesive to adhere this lace front wig down to my scalp or to my skin. And again, this is a 360 lace front wig, so that means that there's lace that goes all the way around the perimeter. So there's various different types of lace front units or lace units. There are lace closures. So for all of my non-wig wearers, this may be new information. So if you already know this, then just bear with me for a second. So there's a lot of different types of units, right, or lace front units that you can purchase. Some of them have what's known as a closure. A closure is normally a 4x4, 3x3 type of area that's right up in the area where you would part the unit, right? And that's the only place where that lace would be that would give you that realistic look, and then the rest of the wig or the rest of the unit would have tracks. Then you also have a frontal. A frontal goes from ear to ear, right? So if you wanted to part your hair in other areas, you really wouldn't be able to do that because you would be able to see the tracks, because the only place where there's lace is going from ear to ear. Then you have this type of unit that I'm wearing today, which is a 360. This is ideal if you like pulling your hair up into a ponytail where you want that back to be exposed and you really want that to look really nice and realistic looking as well. That's when this 360 type of unit is really handy, and I really like it a lot. And this unit also came pre-plucked, which means I didn't have to go in with any tweezers to thin out the hairline or anything like that. I was able to just take it right out of the box and put it onto my head. And I'm one of those people where I have to be really careful because I don't have a lot of space between my eyebrow and where my hairline starts right here. So anyway, there's a process to this. Please know that this video has been edited, and if this is something that you'd like to try, it does take time. It is definitely worth it. This unit will stay adhered or glued down securely for about 10 days. So if you're going on a cruise, this installation method is one that you might want to consider. If you're going on a family trip, mentioning family trips, I used another of the RPG lace front wigs on a family trip. We went from Texas to Washington, D.C., to Las Vegas, to Los Angeles, and back to Texas again. I wore that unit for 10 full days. Maybe I'll try to insert some pictures here so you can see how that unit looked. It was flawless the entire 10 days. So anyway, if you'd like to see how I installed this wig using the stocking cap method, ball cap method, melting the lace method, whatever you want to call it, then keep watching. So I'm going to start off using the Olive Oil Eco Professional Styling Gel, and I'm going to be using this along with a toothbrush just to brush back and lay down all of my natural baby hairs, because I want to get these out of the way, because when I start to apply my glue, I don't want that glue to get on any of my natural hairline. And now I'm using 91% alcohol, and I'm using that to clean around my hairline area. Your hairline area will have to be clean of debris and oil free in order for the adhesive to stick the way that I'm going to need it to. So I'm just cleaning that area really well. I'm also going to be using some scalp protector. This is very similar to the 91% alcohol, but this is just an additional step. I want to make certain not only that that area is clean, but I also want to make certain that there is no damage or anything like that that's going to occur after using the adhesive on my skin. So just using this to protect my skin. And I'm using this stocking wig cap that I purchased from my local beauty supply store. And this cap is in a color that is close to my natural scalp color. And I'm pulling this cap down over my ears and down over my eyebrows. I want this to be nice and tight. No wrinkles, no wrinkles at all. Then I'm going to use my Got to Be Glued Blasting Freeze Spray, and I'm going to use this to basically apply the first layer of adhesive, and that is going to be making certain that my stocking cap is stuck to the skin just in front of my hairline. So this is the first step. And I'm going to use my finger as well as a toothbrush, especially around the areas around my ear, because I want to make sure that the stocking cap is also nice and tight and stuck down around my ears. And now I'm going in with my blow dryer. I'm blow drying on the cool setting, and the blow dryer is going to be your good friend throughout this whole process. So I'm just using this blow dryer to make certain that my Got to Be Glued Blasting Freeze Spray is nice and dry before I move on to the next step. And now I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to begin cutting the stocking cap. And this part of the process is basically going to be customizing this stocking cap, or customizing the hairline that I'm going to use to mimic my natural hairline when I glue down my lace 360 wig. So take your time with this. I am gently pulling the stocking cap forward too as I'm cutting, but you really want to be careful because you don't want to cut your skin as you're doing this. So just take your time. And now that I have successfully removed the band of the stocking cap, I'm going to start lifting the stocking cap bit by bit, just a little bit by little bit, and then trimming that part of the stocking cap off, again, to continue to customize this stocking cap so it's going to lay perfectly with my lace wig. Ideally, you would want to trim your wig cap back about 1/4 of an inch from your natural hairline. And I'm just working on the front for right now. I normally do the areas around my ears last, so just continuing to trim my wig cap or stocking cap back to get that large band portion of it cut off, and just slowly making sure that I trim all of the excess stocking cap off. And again, remember to take your time. And now for the area around the ears, I'm just cutting a slit up toward the ears. I'm going to take a portion of the stocking cap off, and whatever is remaining, I'm just going to tuck it behind my ear. This doesn't have to be perfect. I just want to make sure that my ears stick out as they normally would, and that the stocking cap is laying flat behind my ears. And now I'm going back once again and just trimming the stocking cap to remove any little bitty pieces of that cap that may be lifted, and also moving or lifting the cap up a little bit more just to take that wig cap back a little bit further. Like I said, I only want this to be about 1/4 of an inch in front of my natural hairline. And now for the wig. This is from RPGHair.com, and this is their water waved kinky curly hair unit. So I'll have all of the information in the description box below. But she is pretty. I've already cut the lace on this unit, and I didn't cut the lace all the way back to the natural hairline. Again, I left about 1/4 of an inch of that lace in front. This wig comes with 2 combs on each side and 1 in the back, and I would normally remove the combs, but I decided to leave the combs in this unit for right now. So I'm just going to try her on just to see how everything is shaping up. I'm going to just lay her down right up against the stocking cap to make sure that I don't need to remove any more of the stocking cap. And on my first try on, I can see I need to remove a little bit more of that stocking cap right there in that area. So I'm just gently lifting that stocking cap up, and I'm going to slowly and carefully trim a little bit more of that stocking cap off, getting a little bit closer to my natural hairline so that this unit is going to look as if it's growing out of my scalp. I want this to be as close to perfection as possible. And I'm going to try her on again. I want to make sure that I've got everything nice and trimmed down. I don't want to see too much of this wig cap or this stocking cap peeking through my lace. So I'm just trying it on just to make sure that everything is going to look the way that I want it to look. And there's a little bit more trimming that I need to do. So again, this is not a quick process. You just have to take your time, continue to try on the unit, making sure that it is laying down the way that you want it to. Make sure that there's not too much of that stocking cap that's showing, making sure that everything is nice and tidy, nice and neat. And now that I'm satisfied, I'm going to take just a regular eyebrow pencil and I'm going to mark where that lace is sitting, because this is going to be my guide for where I want to place my glue. These marks is going to be the indicators for me not to take that glue any further than that point, because if the glue extends past my lace, it's just going to be a gunky, sticky mess, and that's not what I want. So I'm marking this so I'll have a good idea as to how far forward I should come with my glue. And I also know that I don't want to take the glue too far back, because I don't want the glue to get into my natural hairline. And now I'm taking a little bit of my foundation powder from MAC, and I'm going to use a brush and just brush this onto my stocking cap. I'm not putting any of this product around the edge of the stocking cap where I'm going to apply the glue, because if I do that, then the glue is not going to stick the way that I want it to. So I'm just making certain that I'm putting this foundation powder on the stocking cap or in the areas where if I were to part my unit, the color would look very close to my skin tone. And now we're ready to start the gluing process, and I'm going to use my Ghost Bond XL, and I'm going to use this to glue the cap down to the skin on my forehead area just in front of my hairline, and this is also going to be the area where I'm going to lay my lace, and I'm using just a popsicle stick, regular popsicle stick, to help me do this, and I'm not putting a lot of this product on at one go. I'm making sure that I put just a little bit at a time using my popsicle stick, and I'm just spreading it out very evenly, very thin. I want there to be thin layers of this product because I'm going to have to add 3 other layers of this product. So if I go in too heavy or too thick, it's gonna dry down into a gooey, gunky mess, and that's not what I want. So just taking my time, making it nice and thin, making sure that I stay inside of the lines that I've created with my eyebrow pencil. I'm also making sure that I have taken care of the areas around my forehead first, and then I am gluing down or dealing with the areas around my ear tabs last. And now I'm using my blow dryer, and I'm going to repeat this step a total of 4 times. So I will apply some glue, then I'll use my blow dryer, and I'll move it around to help the glue to dry. And I'll know that my glue is ready when it's a bit tacky and it's no longer white. It will look clear. And now it's my 4th and final round. I'm going to add a little bit more of the Ghost Bond XL glue, and this time around I'm not going to add any more glue to my ear tab areas. That area is still looking a bit white, so I know that it still has not dried down as the area around my forehead has. So I'm not going to add any more glue there, but I will be using my blow dryer just to help all of this to dry down to a tacky state. So you guys, I realized that my camera was not on when I first put this wig on, but basically what I did was I went ahead and I put the wig on. I started with the area at my forehead first, and then I just slowly and gently laid it down around the edges, and I'm going back in with my blow dryer, and I'm using a rat tail comb, and I'm just gently pressing the lace into the glue. There's a little bit of the little area that's right in front of the wig cap, right where we made the markings. That's where our glue is, and that's where I'm placing the lace. So I'm just taking the comb or the rat tail of this comb, and I'm just pressing this lace down. And it's looking really good. This is looking like it's growing right out of my scalp, which is what I wanted. So I'm just going in with that rat tail comb once again, just gently tapping or pressing down on that lace, making sure that I don't have anything that's puckering up or anything that's out of place. The scalp is looking good. Let me give you guys a real part. Yeah, that scalp is looking really, really good. Look at that. The areas around my ears are looking bomb. The hairline around my forehead is looking bomb. I love this wig. This is beautiful. Oh yeah, I'm a happy girl. And now I'm going to go in and I'm going to remove the little markings that I made with my eyebrow pencil. So I'm just going to use just a basic simple makeup wipe to do that. And now I'm going to use the rapid strips, and I'm going to use that just to tie down those edges around my forehead and also around my ear tabs. Just tying the rapid strips in a knot, and I'll leave these in place probably for about 15 minutes. I'm really pleased with this install, and I'm ready to move on to styling. Alright you guys, so I am done styling this wig, and take a look if you can see this. This looks as if it is growing right out of my scalp. This is a unit from RPGHair, and I really like the RPG wig units. This is a 360 lace wig, so it goes all the way around. So this is a beautiful unit, and I definitely would recommend this if you are going on vacation and you don't want to remove your wig every night. This is the ideal installation, and I really, really love this unit. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.